hair out of my eyes so you guys can see my eyeballs. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liz, and today I want to show you how to make chocolate flan cake. Chocolate flan cake. It's like boom, an earthquake of deliciousness. Like, can you mesh more good stuff together? I don't know. I love flan, I love chocolate, I love cake, hello. That's why I have this channel. But anyways, I'm gonna show you how to make this cake. I have been so excited to make this cake. I've been waiting for years and years and years and years. Not that long, but it feels like that long to make this. And then the holidays happened and I couldn't do it. Finally, it's January. It's time to make chocolate flan cake. Are you guys excited or what? Because I'm like super excited. I'm gonna show you how to make this recipe. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you're subscribed because I would totally appreciate it. So thank you very much. And yeah, click that little bell so you guys could get notified whenever I post. And give this video a huge thumbs up, and let's get on with the recipe. Start off by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, then spray your bundt pan with some cooking spray. Make sure you have a roasting pan on hand. This is the caramel sauce I'm using. I bought it from Walmart and it was the only one that didn't have corn syrup as the first ingredient. It actually had cane sugar, and that's why I decided to pick this up. And all I'm doing is adding it to the bottom of my bundt pan. Make sure you get all the caramel into your bundt pan and even it out. The caramel sauce is really going to help release your cake at the end, so make sure you do not skip this step. And of course, it adds extra flavor to the cake, so make sure you add it. It is completely delicious. So I'm just smoothing it out, and once it's nicely smooth, we're going to be starting with the chocolate portion of this cake. So to a large bowl larger than this one, add in your eggs. And all I'm doing is I'm following the instructions or the ingredients off the back of the box. I'm using the Betty Crocker mix. So I added my eggs, I added my Betty Crocker super moist milk chocolate cake mix, and then I'm adding my vegetable oil and my water. And then I went ahead and mixed it, or used the hand mixer and mixed it all together. And once it's all combined, I used a spatula and I scraped the sides so I could get all the dry bits off. And then I went ahead and mixed it some more. Once it was all combined and cohesive and there was no more dry bits, I went ahead and slowly and gently added this to my bundt pan. So it's really important that you are using a bundt pan here. Don't use anything else, and make sure your bundt pan is 12 cups or more. You don't want anything smaller. And make sure you scrape your bowl, get all the bits of chocolate cake mix out. For the flan, go ahead and crack 4 eggs. And if you're anything like me, I'm a little bit clumsy. Sometimes I get a little bit of shell in the bowl. Just use the big shell to pull out the little shell. Works perfectly every time. But then sometimes I like to make mistakes and throw the whole eggshell in there. Hey, mistakes happen. It's pretty typical around here to mess up. Then I'm going to be adding my cream cheese. This is only 4 ounces, so half a block of the 8-ounce cream cheese. And then I'm going to be adding my sweetened condensed milk. Add every last drop of it because this is where your sweetness is gonna come from for the flan. It's super delicious. If you leave a little bit of extra for yourself for a treat later on, I don't blame you. Totally can understand. Then I went ahead and opened my evaporated milk. You don't have to use this brand, just use whatever you have on hand. And I really like this can opener because it has this little magnetic piece to it, so I don't get cut. When I open it, I can't stand getting cut, and it happens in the kitchen. So once you've opened it, add that to the rest of your mixture. Add in your vanilla. Oh, and make sure you scrape out all of the evaporated milk. It really adds a lot of flavor to it. Then I went ahead and started using a hand mixer. Don't do that, just use a blender. The cream cheese won't be into the mixture properly, so just do that instead of a hand mixer. Have to switch to plan B because plan A didn't work out. Since I don't own a blender, I'm just using my Ninja. I've added most of the mixture here, and then I just put on the top. Also, I switched out the rest of the ingredients into a smaller bowl because I needed that bowl, and I just rinsed it out because you're going to be needing it later on. So make sure you just blend this until everything is nice and smooth and there is no more chunks of cream cheese. Once it's smooth, add it to a clean bowl, and I just went ahead and did the same thing with the leftover portion. I blended it until it was nice and smooth. Once it was nice and smooth, I added the rest of the mixture to the main bulk of the mixture, and then you're ready to add this to the rest of your chocolate cake. Looks like plan B worked out just fine. Slowly, you'll want to pour your flan mixture over your chocolate mixture. You'll see that it kind of starts mixing in. Don't worry about it. Just be really slow and gentle with it. Then you're going to want to spray a piece of foil with some cooking spray. Once you've done that, put the side that you just sprayed down and tuck it into the bundt pan. Make sure everything is nice and sealed off because this is going to create steam while it bakes and everything's going to bake evenly. Once everything is sealed off, add some hot water to your roasting pan. Make sure it's hot. Add enough water so it's about 2 inches halfway up the bundt pan. Once you've done that, add this slowly and super gently because you do not want to get burned to your preheated 350-degree oven. I baked mine for about an hour and a half. At the hour and a half mark, I just inserted a toothpick inside of it and it came out pretty clean. There's just a few little crumbs on it, so I took it out. I did rip the foil while I did this. So you're going to want to let this hang out in the water bath for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, go ahead and take your bundt pan out of the water bath. You can peel back the foil and you'll see that some of it is kind of stuck to the cake. That's why you sprayed it with cooking spray, so it's an easy removal. Resist the urge to mess with it. You want this to cool to room temp. Once it's at room temp, you can allow it to fully cool off in the refrigerator or just leave it at room temp. You want this mixture to set, so don't be looking in it or, try to get a little sneak peek. Once it's completely cooled off and you are ready to serve it, you can go ahead and invert it on a platter that comes up on the sides or that has the engravements like mine does, like this cutting board that I'm using. This cutting board is way too heavy and way too big for this, but I didn't have anything else. And as you see, the caramel sauce starts oozing out. That's why you want those divots or a plate that comes up on the sides. And then the caramel sauce will release your bundt cake. It is like so satisfying to pull it off and to know that your cake turned out perfectly well. It is completely cooked and that flan has set. So excited about this. I literally have been waiting all day in anticipation to see if it turned out, and it's baked. I was so nervous about it not being baked, and it's baked. It's not watery. Thought when I was gonna flip it over, it was gonna be a puddle, and it's not. I'm so excited. So excited. Because I have no idea. If you want, you could add more warm caramel sauce on top of your cake. I didn't do that, but that would be a nice addition. Also, I really like this caramel sauce that I used. I really think it complements the cake really nicely, so I'd really recommend it if you see it in the stores. Then serve yourself up a nice slice of this chocolate flan cake. I hope you guys give this a try. The flan stands out. It is so good. It's nice and creamy, sweet, a little bit of tanginess from the cream cheese, but the cream cheese really is needed because it balances out all the other flavors. That caramel sauce really is delicious when it oozes into the chocolate cake. It gives it this chocolate caramelized flavor. I love it. And then the chocolate portion of the cake, I mean, who doesn't like chocolate? Does it need its own introduction? So I hope you guys enjoy this cake. I hope you guys give it a try. Enjoy the different distinct textures of this cake. It is a really fun cake. So I'm not sure if this was just me or if everyone else is like me, but I had to run a spoon on top of this flan just so you guys can see what it looks like. And of course that flan, I don't know, I just love the flan. That's like my favorite part of this whole cake, the flan. I love flan, what can I say? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys are not intimidated to make some chocolate flan cake for yourselves this month. Please enjoy an extra flan cake for me because flan is like one of my favorite things in the world and the texture is just like fantastic. So give it a try. I don't think you'll regret it. Follow my tips, you'll be good to go. All right guys, see you next time. Make sure you're subscribed. Bye.